Welcome back, RecLink family. As you can see, we're coming to the end of an action-packed Thursday, probably one of our biggest days in the calendar with 10 different sessions. I do know that we are backing it up again tomorrow with another crazy day, so there's plenty on. We will finish off with yoga with Karen, so welcome back again, Karen. I would just like to thank everyone else that has already delivered a session today. It goes a long way to helping everyone in the community during these challenging times, so thank you. We will quickly acknowledge the country. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the First Nations people as the original inhabitants of this country. We recognise, respect and celebrate the cultural distinctions and traditions of Indigenous people and value their rich and positive contribution to society. We pay our respects to the traditional owners and custodians of the land we work on and acknowledge all elders and warriors past, present and emerging. Thank you for that, Brendan. And straight over to you, Karen.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for that. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to yoga this afternoon. We're going to begin. Today's going to be a gentle flow as well. So like I did last week, we started off with some stretches and then some floor movements before coming into standing up and working on strength and balance. Okay, and then we'll finish off with some floor work and then a Savasana at the end. But first of all, I'll get you to find yourself on your mat in a comfortable seated posture. In your meditation seat, we're going to start off by switching off our mind, slowing down our heart rate. That was an awesome session there. So your heart rate will be quite high at the moment. We're going to take this moment to slow it down. So sitting on your mat in a comfortable position, maybe your legs are crossed. Closing over your eyes, I invite you to close over your eyes and just focus on your breath. So taking your focus inward. And as you breathe, I want you to relax with every exhale, allowing yourself to sink deeper into the floor, whether your sit bones be on the floor or your back. Beautiful. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to feel your heart rate slow. So feeling that breath as it moves into your nostrils, holding it at the end, just for a couple of counts, and then releasing that breath through your nostrils. So when you continue to do that, you'll feel your heart rate slow down. You notice where you're holding tension in your body, and I'm going to get you to slowly relax it. And as you continue to breathe, I'm going to get you to set an intention for your practice today. So an intention is a goal that you like to focus on for your practice, or maybe it's just something else that you need right now in your life. What is it that you need right now? Ask yourself. And we all have something that we need. Whatever that was, that will be your intention for your practice today. And it will change each time you step on your mat, depending on what's going on in your life right now. I'm going to get you to take one more deep breath through your nostrils, and as you exhale through your mouth, saying the words to yourself, let go. Slowly open your eyes. You're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to start off with some neck stretches. So keeping that belly pulled in, you're going to look over your right shoulder. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Take your chin down towards the right shoulder as you feel the stretch at the back of your right neck. And then take your chin down towards the center as you roll around towards the other side. So looking over the left shoulder now. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, taking the chin down towards the left shoulder. So as you stay here and continue to breathe, you start to feel areas of your body you don't really pay attention to. Let's do that again. We're going to take our chin down towards the front, rotating it round in a half moon shape. Take it over the right shoulder. Inhale here, take the chin down, rolling down, looking down between your crossed legs, and then looking up over the left shoulder, take your chin down. Inhale, coming back to the center, guys. Good work. You're going to take your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Your left hand goes out to the side on the fingertips, taking your right hand on the outside of the left of your head, and then just pull it down slightly. So as soon as you pull it down slightly, you'll feel the stretch throughout the shoulder and the neck, and that's what we want, okay? That finger out to the side helps to extend the stretch, helps to take that tension a little bit deeper. Let's move to the other side. So bringing your left ear down to your left shoulder, right palm out to the side. Again, let's stretch. One more time to the other side. Right ear down to the right shoulder. So the slow movements, our slow flow today, our gentle flow, will help you to build on strength, but it also helps you to appreciate each posture without the need to move quickly through it. Let's do the other side. Left ear down and stretch. Okay, and relax. We're going to bring our palms out to the side, keeping our belly pulled down. You're going to inhale, sweep our arms up to the ceiling, palms to touch. Interlacing your fingers as you push your palm up towards the ceiling. Hold your breath there for your internal shoulder rotation. And then exhale as you take your palms down to the ground in front of you, dropping your head down just for a breath. And again, inhale, sweeping the arms out wide, reaching up through the sides of the body, palms interlaced. Push the palms up to the ceiling. Hold your breath here, beautiful. And exhale as we take our palms forward. You're just going to round through your upper back here. Feel that stretch, and then release your palms onto the ground. Drop your head down just for a breath. One more time, guys. Inhale, sweeping the palms up, interlacing your fingers, pushing them up towards the ceiling, squeezing your belly in, taking them forward as you round through your upper back. But this time we're going to release our hand. We're going to take our right hand behind our right buttock with the forearm on your lower back. Your left hand is on the right knee. You're going to lengthen through your spine and twist and look over that right shoulder. So please listen to your body as we move through our sequence today, not pushing yourself too much. Okay, coming back to the center, let's do the other side. Left hand behind you, twist. If at any stage you need to take a break, drop down to your knees and join us when you're ready again. Let's take our left palm out to the side, bring our right arm up and over our head, keeping your chest open. Both shoulders are in line. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, left arm up, reaching over, bending through that right elbow, if that's you today. And the other side again. Left hand down, inhale, exhale, right arm up. Right hand down, inhale, exhale, let your left arm up. We're going to come back to the center. We're going to roll onto our knees. And I'm going to do a side view with you so you can see what I'm doing. So here, your hands are spread on the mat, directly under your shoulders, and your knees are under your hips. You're going to take your right leg back first of all. Your toes are pointing to the ground of the right foot. So when we take our right leg back, our right hip will want to be kind of high. We're going to drop it down. So both hips are square to each other. Good. Okay, looking forward, just looking at the top of your mat here, holding it here, squeezing in your belly. You'll feel a little tension in your lower back, strengthening and stretching out through your back, squeezing that right glute. Now you can stay here, but if you want to challenge, let's take the opposite arm forward. So right leg is back, left arm forward, reaching that hand towards the front as you push with that back heel. Again, just looking at the top of the mat here, holding it here. Let's release the left hand down. You're going to rotate around to the side. You're going to take your left foot out to the side to create a foundation. And you're going to take your right arm up to the ceiling. That right leg stays there hovering. Now, you don't have to lift up your arm. You can just leave it on your hip. If you're having balance issues here, just leave your hand on your hip and hold it here. Now, if you need to bring that right leg down, please do so and just hold here like this. Focus on opening your chest, okay? Pushing that left palm into the ground, pushing yourself away from the floor. Otherwise, just hold it here. Good work, and release. Let's bring that left knee down, followed by your right hand. Sorry, the right knee down, followed by your right hand. Let's do the other side. We're going to take the left leg back this time. Hold it here again, drop the left hip down. Gaze is at the top of the mat. Inhale here, exhale, let's reach the opposite arm forward. Now you don't have to bring the arm up. If your balance is challenged here and you can't stay still, I want you to release that right hand, leave it on the ground. Just focus on the leg at the back. Good. Holding it here. Reaching the hand forward otherwise and pushing that back heel back towards the back wall. Perfect, hold it here. And then release the right hand down. Now the right foot under you, you're going to take it out to the side. Take it out to the right hand side and turn around towards the left hand side, taking the left leg up to the ceiling. Again, if this is too challenging for you, place the left hand on your left hip and just hold it here. Focus on rotating that left shoulder back. Otherwise, holding it here, squeezing in that left glute and the left leg, and then release. Let's bring the left hand down, left knee down. Taking the knees nice and wide, let's sit down into our heels, taking our hips to our heels. Forehead on the ground, taking a break. Just for a couple of breaths. So keeping your head on the ground as I talk you through. So that was the first part of our balance challenge. We're going to move into it a little bit deeper soon. So just staying here with your forehead on the ground. You're going to take a breath and come up. Bringing your knees under your hips, your hands are under your shoulders. Let's do a couple of cat cows. Hips up, belly down, opening to your chest, looking up, holding your breath here. Exhale, tuck your pelvis in, pull your belly in, rounding through your upper back as you tuck your chin into your chest. And again, inhale, hips up, belly down, moving slowly, using your breath to connect to your movement, feeling every vertebrae at a time. Tuck your pelvis in, pull your belly in, rounding through your upper back, feeling that beautiful stretch. And release. We're going to do that again, coming back to tabletop position. We're going to take it a little further. I'll come to the side. So you're going to take your right leg back again to start off with, holding it here. Now again, feel free to keep your left hand on the ground. You don't have to raise it up. Let's take the opposite hand forward. So left arm forward, right leg back, holding it here, just looking at the top of your mat. Now again, you can stay here or you can take the right leg out to the side, left hand out to the left. Okay, let's bring the leg back to the midline of the body, bring the arm back. Dropping your left hand down to the mat, take your left foot out to the side. Bring your right hand up to the ceiling, holding it here. Good. Now, again, you can stay here. Balance is an issue for you. Drop your foot down and come back up when you're ready. If you like a challenge, what we're going to do now is we're going to bring that right knee in towards your chest. Take your right hand on the outside of that right foot and take that knee back behind you. Okay, be careful. Beautiful. So find your confidence in this posture. If you find you're caving into the mat, push that left palm into the ground, open up your chest, relax that right shoulder. We tend to tense it when we're holding onto our foot. Good try, good work. Holding it here, beautiful. Excellent. Take one more breath, inhale. Exhale, let's release that right leg back out. Let's take it down to the ground, bringing your right hand up, inhale. Exhale, let's bring it across our head as we reach over our head. Beautiful, feel the stretch all the way down the outside of our lumbar, outside of our body. Inhale, bringing that right arm up. Let's bring it down to the mat. Right knee down to the mat. We're ready for the other side. Okay, good. Bit of a rest after this. Left side, we know what's coming up, right? Left leg back. So when you know what's coming up, sort of takes the pressure off. You can focus more on your body. So left leg back. Again, you can take your arm forward or you can just keep it on the mat. It's up to you. Relax that right shoulder. Let's take the right hand out to the side diagonally, followed with the left leg out to the side. Reach into either corner of the room. Beautiful. Let's bring the right hand down, drop it down to the mat. Take that left foot, take the left leg up behind you. Right foot comes out to the side. Let's take the left arm up to the ceiling. Again, holding it here. Now this is when you can get your stability sorted out. So here, push your palm into the ground to lengthen through that right arm. Now bring that left knee into your chest. Take your hand on the inside of the left foot. And then take that knee back. Now if you can't grab onto that foot, that's fine. Just hover the leg out there. Just keep the leg straight. Keep the left hand on your hip. That's good enough, okay? As you move through it, you'll get better and a bit more flexible. Good. So if you're holding that knee there, point the knee back at the wall behind you. Open up your chest. Push that right palm into the ground. Good work. Let's release that left leg. Drop it down to the mat, guys. Drop the left knee, the left foot down to the mat. You're going to bring the left arm up over your head. We're going to stretch. Bringing the left arm back up. Let's bring it down onto the mat for a couple of cat cows. Bring the left knee down. Inhale, hips up, belly down, looking up. Hold your breath here. Exhale, tuck your pelvis in, pull your belly in, rounding through your upper back as you look down between your knees. And again, inhale. Using your breath with your movement. Exhale. Coming back to tabletop position. Okay, tabletop position or neutral position is your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We're going to start to strengthen our wrists. So we're going to bring our shoulders in front of our hands. We're putting the pressure on the base of our wrists. So coming forward and then moving back. Now we're going to do that again one more time. Coming forward, keep your elbows straight, arms straight. I'll do it from a side view. This is what it looks like from the side. And then back. Okay, now we're going to move for a couple of flows. So you're going to sit down into your heels. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale as you come up, you're going to round through your upper back. And then bring your shoulders in front of your wrists as they are here. Inhale, take your hips up, send them down towards your heels as you exhale. And again, inhale, rounding through your back. Coming forward, exhale, hold it here. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down to your heels, forehead on the ground. Now we're going to do it again, but we're going to put a little challenge there for anybody who wants to strengthen their arms, okay? We're going to drop down. So inhale, rounding through your back, coming forward. But this time, if you want to strengthen your arms, bend your elbows slightly, bring your chest towards the ground for a modified chaturanga. Then pushing your hands back up, straightening your arms, sitting down into your heels. Let's do that again, another couple of times. Inhale, coming up, rounding through the spine, bringing your chest forward, bending your elbows for a chaturanga. Pushing your hands back up, straightening through your arms, sitting down into your heels. Now you don't have to do the chaturanga. You can just stay there without bending your arms. One more time. Inhale, coming out, rounding through the back. Keeping that belly pulled in, coming forward, holding it here. Chaturanga, elbows bent, pushing yourself back up. Let's sit our heels, our glutes, our hips into our heels, forehead on the ground. Stay there for a few breaths. Just keeping your head on the ground as we enjoy this child's pose. Okay, we're going to work into upper back strength now. So you're going to come into your neutral position. You're going to bring your forearms on the ground. Now you can bring your hands together, clasp your hands together. And you're going to raise your hips off the ground, walk your feet forward, bringing your shoulders over your elbows. Now, if this is too much for you, drop your knees down like this, like I'm doing, okay? We're going to hold it here, just for a couple of breaths. Looking down between your feet. Now we're going to add on a challenge here. So if anybody likes a challenge, what we're going to do is we're going to touch our hands with our chins and then come back 5 times. Now, modification for this posture is keeping your knees on the ground, and you can do the same. Take your chin down towards your hands. You choose what you today, okay? 5 in total, and then sitting back in your child's pose. Keep your belly pulled in. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you go back. Knees on the ground when you're done. Taking them nice and wide this time, taking your knees nice and wide, sitting down into your heels, forehead on the ground. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Hi, Karen. Okay, let's come up. We're going to stretch out those shoulders, which is strengthened. So keeping your left hand on the ground, you're going to inhale, take your right arm up, or thread the needle. And we're going to sweep that right arm under your left, bringing your right cheek down to the ground, sitting your hips down into your heels. Now you can bring your left hand up and over your body if you wish, just holding onto your back, or you can keep it out the front straight. Taking a breath. Inhale, sweeping the right arm through, take it up to the ceiling. Exhale, release. Good, let's do the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Reach it right up. Exhale, sweep it under your right arm, bringing your left cheek down to the ground. The left part of your head down to the ground, feeling that shoulder open at the back. And again, sitting down into your heels. And if you want to increase the tension in this movement, move your hips to the left slightly. And release. Slowly inhale, bring the left arm up. And back down to the mat. Good. We're now going to move into our first down dog. So we're going to bring our hands directly under our shoulders. At the moment, you're going to take it one hand forward. Baby pinky fingers at the edge of the mat. Belly's pulled in. You're going to flick over your toes and take your hips up to the ceiling. So as soon as I do that, I push my chest towards my thighs. Now the pressure on the front of my hands is on the fingertips and the knuckles at the base of the fingers. That helps to take the weight off the wrists. Now in your down dog, the legs don't have to be straight. I want you to bend it and point those hips up to the ceiling. What we want straight here is your back, chest towards the thighs. Now I can see a couple of shoulders hunched up by your ears like this. Watch me as I externally rotate my shoulders and pull my shoulder blades down my back. Okay, and that's what we want. Shoulders rotated away from your ears, belly's pulled in, holding here for a couple of breaths. Just looking down between your feet. You may want to shuffle your heels down to the ground one at a time, or move your hips from side to side. Do whatever feels good for your body today. Stretching out your heels. I like to roll into the outside edge of my foot. Okay, good. And release. Let's drop the knees down, sitting back into your child pose again. Just taking a breath here. Keeping your forehead on the ground. Our first down dog is always the most challenging. But as we move through our sequence, it becomes our restorative pose. So just staying with your head on the ground, guys. Just continuing to breathe. Good. Okay. Let's take another breath. We're going to slowly come up. Okay. Coming up to your down dog again. Pushing your hips back. We're going to bring our shoulders over our wrists. So coming into your high plank, and here your shoulders should be directly above your hands. And if they're not, shuffle, maybe back a bit. Pushing back into your down dog again. Inhale, coming forward into your high plank. Just drop the hips down just slightly. Feeling a little stretch in your lower back. We're not coming all the way to the ground. Exhale, pushing back. Heads looking down between your feet. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, forward, looking up. Drop the hips down. Exhale. Down dog. One more time. Inhale, holding it here. Exhale, pushing your hips back. All right. Let's take the right leg up to the ceiling, guys. I'm going to switch around the position. Right leg up to the ceiling. You're going to bring it through to the front of the mat, dropping your left knee down into our low lunge. So right knee's forward, left knee's on the mat, holding it here. So different teachers will have different positions for your right foot. They will say that you keep your knee directly above your foot. Others allow you to bring your knee in front. You just do what feels right for your body. I like to keep it just above my foot. Let's bring our hands onto both hands on top of each other onto our right knee. We're going to do a gentle spine twist. So lengthen, drop our hips down, drop it down, squeeze in your left glute. You're going to turn towards the right just slightly, just a slight twist. Good. Inhale, coming back to the center, bringing that right knee back again. Now, in any postures that involve your knees on the ground, please feel free to have a blanket or a towel under your knee for support if you have pain in your knees. Let's drop down again. Let's do that again. Twisting over towards the right. Coming back to the center. Okay, bringing that right knee back. You're going to take your palms up above your head, palms to touch, lunging, dropping our hips down again. This time we're going to take our hands at the base of our head with the fingertips facing down. So palms together in Namaste. Turning your hands upside down, holding it here. You're going to push your head back into your hands and feel the stretch throughout your triceps. Good. Inhale, let's bring those palms up. Stay there with your hips. You're going to bring your left hand on the up right next to the right foot, directly under your head, and then twist, easy twist, taking the right palm up to the ceiling. Holding it here. And release. Take the right hand on the inside of the right foot. I'm going to roll into the outside edge of the right foot, just for our hip opener. Holding it here. Breathing into your hips, dropping those hips down. So if I show you what I look like from the side, my hips are dropped down. Good, much better. Okay, let's bring our hips back, bringing our right knee back. Placing your hand on either side of the right foot, you're going to look up to lengthen through your spine, and then take your head down towards your right shin, feeling the stretch at the back of your leg. Good. Inhale, coming up. Let's do the other side. So releasing that, taking that right knee to meet the left knee. We're going to chaturanga. We're going to move through a flow, a modified flow. So that means keep your knees on the ground, bring your shoulders over your wrist. Chaturanga. So high plank to low plank, elbows into the body. Lead with your chest. Placing your torso on the ground, you're going to inhale, coming up from cobra, elbows into your ribs. Exhale, release. Let's do that another couple of times. Inhale, coming up a little bit higher. Squeeze your elbows in to your body. And release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Release your hands off the ground, holding it here. And release. Pushing our hips back into our heels, forehead on the ground. Staying here in your child's pose. Inhale, let's come up into our tabletop position. Moving into our down dog again. This time, bring our left leg up. We're going to do the other side now. Left leg up. Bring it through to the front of the mat. Dropping your right knee down. Bringing your hands onto your hips. Inhale up. Exhale, lunge. Squeezing into your right glute. Holding it here. Good work. Placing hands on top of each other on your left knee. Drop your hips down. Lengthen through your spine. We're going to twist over to the left side. So you'll feel the stretch, not in your lower back, but you may also feel it on the outside of your left thigh down towards your glute. Coming back, inhale, coming back. Just releasing that left knee, bring it back towards you. We're going to go down a little bit deeper, dropping your hip down, twisting around again. So your hips hold a lot of tension, especially when we're stressed. Inhale, coming back, we're going to bring our palms up to the ceiling. And as we drop our hips down, we're going to take our hands to the base of our head, pushing our head back into our hands for our tricep stretch. So our triceps are an area that of our body which is affected by our vinyasas, our flow. So our chaturangas is working our triceps. Inhale, bringing the hands up. Let's drop the right hand on the inside of the left foot. It's about a hand distance away from the foot. Taking your left palm up to the ceiling. We're going to bring our left hand to the inside of the left foot again. We're going to roll onto the outside edge of that foot. See, notice my hip open. That's what we want. Now, if you're quite flexible, drop your hips down. Drop your hips down towards the mat. I'll show you what it looks like. So instead of being up here, I drop my hips down. Okay. Now, if you're quite flexy in your hips, you can come onto your elbows, but don't push yourself, okay? If you feel the tension here in your hips, stay on your hands. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bring your elbows onto the floor. But again, listen to your body, okay? It's not about following the teacher, it's about listening to your body. Okay, inhale, coming back. You're going to bring that left knee back. Take your hands to either side of the foot. Look up to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Taking your head down towards your shin. Enjoying that stretch at the back of your left leg. Let's bring that left knee back to meet the right. Let's take a flow. Coming into your plank modified flow, knees on the ground, knees, followed by your chest, elbows into your body, and then your chin. Inhale into your cobra, elbows into the body. Exhale into your child's pose. Forehead on the ground. Taking this moment to breathe. You deserve this. That was our little warm up. It's an introduction to what we're going to do next. Okay, inhale, you're going to come back up into tabletop position. You're going to move into your down dog. Then you're going to slowly walk your feet up towards your hands using your core for control. Bending through your knees, guys, especially if you've got back problems. You're going to inhale, look up. And then exhale, fold. Just holding onto your forearms here. Rocking to the left and right and ragdoll. Allowing your spine to unwind and release. And then gently just releasing your hands. You're going to roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Your head will come up last. So inhale as you come up. Exhale, release. Good work. Okay, you're going to inhale, take your palms up above your head. Bring your feet together for our full moon salutation. Palms are together. We're going to move both hands over to the right. So shoulders here are in line with each other. You'll notice that one will want to come forward, your left. Bring it back in line with your right shoulder. Pushing down through your left foot. Inhale, coming up to the center. And let's move to the left side. Inhale, coming back up to the center. Now, if you've got back problems, we're going to do a little back bend. So if you've got back problems, release your hands and leave it on your lower back. If you don't have back problems, keeping your palms up above your head, you're going to move into cactus arms. So like a cactus like this, you're going to drop your head back, strong bellies, push your hips forward for a beautiful back bend. Inhale, coming up, palms up, folding down from your hips as you release your palms to the ground. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, you're going to step back, right foot followed by your left, or you can jump back if that's you today. Chaturanga, knees down, chest, chin. Inhale into your up dog or your cobra. Good work. Exhale, pushing back into your down dog. Now, if you're getting quite tired, you don't have to do the flows. You can just stay in down dog when we come down, and we'll meet you there. Okay, let's take the right leg up to the ceiling behind you guys. Lift it up nice and high. Right leg up. Squeezing in your belly as you bring it through to the front of the mat for your high crescent lunge. So this time your left knee is not on the ground, it's up. Okay, you're going to try and track your feet, making sure that your feet are hip width apart. That helps with stability. So notice your knee, the knee is directly above your foot to help avoid injury. Good. Okay, squeeze the insides of your legs together. You're going to slowly raise your arms up to the ceiling. Inhale up, exhale, lunge into crescent lunge. Modification for this posture is drop your left knee down to the ground if you need to. If balance is an issue for you, drop your left knee down. If you have a problem, you don't have a problem with balance, so you can remain still, hold it here, up into high crescent lunge. Now with your arms up to the ceiling, I want you to rotate your baby fingers in towards each other. When you do that, you feel your shoulder blades open behind you. Okay, bringing your palms together, we're going to take them at the base of our head again, like we did on the ground. You're going to push your head back into your hands. This time you're challenged with the balance. Inhale, bringing your palms up, you're going to release it. You're going to lunge into the right thigh, release the left hand onto the mat on the inside of your right foot, right arm up to the ceiling for your easy twist. Let's release the right hand down to the ground. Now again, bring the right foot back to meet the left. You can stay here in down dog, but if you want to challenge yourself, you want to get your heart rate up, let's move through a flow. So knees down, chaturanga. Inhale into your cobra or your up dog. Exhale, pushing back into your down dog. Just staying here in your down dog for a couple of breaths. Start to pedal your heels down to the ground one at a time. Moving your body to the left and right. Are we ready for the left side? Let's take the left leg up to the ceiling behind you for three-legged dog. Good. Squeezing in your belly, you're going to bring it through to the front of the mat. Okay, before you even come up, make sure that foot's in the right position, that there's no pain in your knee. Okay, squeeze the insides of your legs together. Squeeze your right glute. Make sure that your feet are train tracked so you have stability. You're going to slowly float your arms up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lunge, high crescent lunge. Again, modification, drop that right knee down to the ground. Okay, rotate the baby fingers in towards each other. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Squeeze in your right glute. Bring your palms together. You're going to take your palms at the base of your head, pushing your head back into your palms, holding it here. Inhale, bring your hands up. Let's lunge a little bit deeper into that left thigh, taking your right hand on the inside of the left foot, left arm up to the ceiling. Let's bring our left hand down to the mat. Bring our left knee back to meet the right. Now you can stay here in down dog or you can move for a flow. So chaturanga, shoulders over your wrists, chest, chin. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale, moving into your child's pose. So staying here in your child's pose, guys, foreheads on the ground. Just enjoying this break, this breath. Keep your forehead on the ground, hips are into heels. I'll give you a warning when to come up again. I always warn you with the breath before we move to the next posture. So enjoy this posture with your forehead on the ground, allowing your hips to sink deep into your heels. Okay, let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, moving into your down dog, guys. We're going to walk to the front of the mat. So take your hips up to the ceiling. Start to walk your feet forward to the front of the mat. And you're going to slowly roll your shoulders up and back up, one vertebra at a time. And release. Good work. Okay, we're going to do a couple of standing postures that's going to involve balance. So I'll stand at the side. You're going to balance on your left foot. So you're going to raise your, actually I'll stand to the front. Balance on your left foot. You're going to raise your right leg up, hands up to the ceiling, holding it here. Open up that chest, straight back. And then you can take that right foot behind you, release your hands back behind you at the same time. Find your stability here in this posture. Chest is open. See if you can lunge a little bit deeper into that left thigh. Now that left knee, press it out towards your baby pinky toe. Beautiful. Nice work, Heather. Excellent. Okay, bringing the hands up. You're going to turn towards the right hand side. The right foot faces out to the side, adjacent to the, parallel to the short edge of the mat. And you're going to come into your warrior two legs. So warrior two legs is you're going to lunge into that left thigh, again pressing that left knee out so it opens up, making sure that your left knee tracks over your left foot. Pushing down to the outside edge of that right foot, feel the right hip open. So your shoulders here are in line with your hips. And when you're ready, float your arms up into warrior two arms. Again, your drishti here through the middle finger of that front hand, just looking to that middle finger and focusing on your breath. Now, if you want to challenge yourselves, come a little bit deeper into that lunge. Holding it here for another couple of breaths. Take one more breath, inhale. Exhale, let's bring the left forearm onto the left thigh, bringing the right arm up into the modified triangle. Right arm up to the ceiling. Now, if anybody has any shoulder pains, don't raise up your arm, just place it on your hip and roll that right shoulder back. Inhale here, exhale, let's bring the right arm up over your head. Squeezing in your glutes, inhale, bringing that right hand up. Push through the left foot as you come back up into warrior two. Let's rotate that left foot in. So both feet are parallel to each other. We're going to take our arms up to the ceiling, lengthen up through the sides of your body, squeeze the insides of your legs together, holding it here. Nice, easy pose. Bringing our hands onto the hips. Inhale here, exhale as you bring your chest towards the ground. Release your hands onto the mat, just under you. Left palm on the mat, just under your head. You're going to take your right hand up to the ceiling. So both arms are stacked on top of each other. Feeling the stretch on the inside of your left leg. Let's release the right palm down, left arm up. Release your left palm down, placing both hands onto your hips. Slowly come up, pulling up through the insides of your legs. Okay, bending through that back leg, you're going to come through to the top of the mat. And we're going to do the whole sequence again on the left side. So grounding through your right foot, and when I say ground, you push your big toe, your baby toe, and your heel into the mat. engaging your right quad. So you've got stability and strength in that standing leg. You squeeze in the right glute and you lift up that left leg, holding it here. So this is a balanced posture. This is working on strength in your legs. Your gaze is just at the front of your mat, about 1 meter in front of your mat, a spot on the floor. You just focus on your breath here. Raise your arms up. Inhale here, exhale. You're going to slowly move your hands down towards your sides as you take that left leg back behind you into your high crescent lunge again. Lunging a little bit deeper into that right thigh. Raise your arms up, holding it here. Let's move into our warrior two. So turning towards the side, our left foot, the toes are pointing out towards the left hand side, and the foot's adjacent to it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. I'll place this one for you guys. Now, you're going to lunge into that right thigh. So warrior two is your front leg is facing forward, and your left foot's facing to the side at a 90-degree angle. You may have a heel to heel alignment, or you may have heel to arch, or it may be wider. That's up to you. Whatever suits your stability today. Inhale here, let's lunge a little bit deeper if you can, otherwise just stay at your position for today. Now if you notice that that right knee's caving into the mat, press the knee open towards your baby pinky toe. Let's raise the arms up, float the arms up, warrior two arms. Inhale here, looking through the middle finger of the front hand, lunge a little bit deeper, keeping your shoulders over your hips, beautiful. Pushing through the outside edge of that back foot as you feel that left hip open. This is a hip opener as well as leg strengthener position. Relax your shoulders. Excellent. Let's take the right forearm down to your thigh, left arm up into butterfly triangle. Now, ideally, we want to get our body on one line. So we drop our hips down. Good. Inhale here. Let's bring the left arm up and over our head and reach. Again, still keeping that line in the straight line on the left-hand side of your body. Inhale, pushing up back into warrior two arms. Pushing through that right foot, rotating the right foot in, so both feet are parallel to each other, hands on your hips. Squeeze the insides of the legs together, bring it through to the midline of your body, raising your arms up, reaching through the sides of your body. Now we're going to take our hands behind us. I'll come to the side. We're going to interlace our fingers. We're going to open up our shoulders, external shoulder rotation. Belly's pulled in. You're going to inhale here, open up the chest. Exhale, as you come down, you bring the hands up over your head as much as you can for internal shoulder rotation. Squeeze the insides of your legs together for stability here. Strong bellies. Let's release our hands. Bring them down onto the mat. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right shin. Just hold on to it there. And it's going to be a gentle pull away from your right shin, feeling your left shoulder open at the back. And let's do the other side. Right hand on the outside of the left shin, gentle pull away. Beautiful stretch at the back of your shoulder. Bring your palms back together, placing it on your hips, squeezing in your belly. Inhale, coming up. Bending through that back leg that's come to the front of the mat. Good work, guys. We're going to finish off with our last standing posture will be our tree, which is a posture that everybody knows from yoga. So again, we're going to create a strong foundation. Pressing your big toe of your left foot, baby toe and your heel into the mat. Now with our tree, you can either have your foot at your ankle, at your calf, or the inside of your thigh. We do not place it at the knee. You can have the wall if you want to, or a chair to hold on to for balance. Okay? And we open up that right hip. Bringing your hands at your heart space. Now your drishti here is very important. Squeeze in that left glute. Just focus on a spot just in front of you. Open up your chest. Ooh. And when you're ready, release. Good work, ladies. We're going to do the other side. You'll notice that one side is stronger than the other. That's very normal. Let's ground through our right foot now. Let's bring that left foot up to either your ankle, your calf, or the inside of your thigh. You choose. So when you bring your foot to the inside of your thigh, you push that heel to the inside of your right thigh. Bringing your hands to your heart space. And just holding it here and focusing on your breath. And when you're ready, release, bow, acknowledge your standing series. You're going to slowly inhale, take your palms up to the ceiling. Exhale as you take your hands down towards the side and all the way down to the ground. Fingertips on the mat, you're going to shimmy your feet out to the edge of your mat. Your toes are pointing out to the sides. We're going to come into yoga squat or malasana. Yeah, so your knees are tracking over your feet. I love this posture. It's something that we need to do more often, really good for your hips. Bring your palms together. You may want to rock to the left and right here. And when you're ready, bring your hands onto the mat in front of you. You can come onto your knees. If that's comfortable for you. If it's not, you may want to put a blanket in between your calves and your thighs. Now you're going to place your hands to your sides, and we're going to just gently rock back onto the tops of our feet. Now, some of you may not be able to get your knees off the ground. You may be able to feel an intense stretch at the top of your feet, even with your knees still on the ground, and that's good. That's okay. Others may be able to get their knees off the ground. So the more you stretch this area, the easier it is to do this posture. And release. We're going to bring our palms up above our head. We're going to keep our triceps by our ears, and we're going to slowly release down to the ground. The aim is to get the head down to the ground first before you move your pinky fingers. And then release. Bringing your hands around to the sides of your legs. And just taking this moment to breathe. Well done. You're going to slowly come up and move to your left hip. You're going to bring your legs forward onto the mat. You're going to bend your right knee, bringing that right foot on the inside of your thigh. You may want to take it down towards your knee if you need to. Take your right hand behind you for your spine twist. So right hand behind you for support, left arm up. Let's take the left arm over the outside edge of that right thigh. Lengthen through your spiney twist. Coming back to the center. Let's do the other side, right leg straight. Left hand behind you for balance, lengthen and twist. And release. We're going to boat or Navasona down to the mat. So there's a couple of variations, the modifications for Navasona. The first posture, the first variation is placing your hands on the side for support. Opening up through your chest. Just imagine the string being pulled through your back, up to your chest, up to the ceiling. So we don't cave, we open up our chest. Now the next level is placing your hands to the side. You choose what's you today. Just holding it here for a couple of breaths. Then we're going to slowly lower halfway down into modified boat, so half boat. And then coming just above the ground, squeezing through your entire body. And then release, legs out straight, back onto the mat. Well done. Let's bring that right knee in towards your chest. Keep the left leg straight. Interlace your fingers on your right shin. We pull that right knee over towards our right armpit. Taking your right palm out to the side, let's bring the right knee across our body for our spine twist, keeping our shoulders on the mat. Let's bring the right knee up, let's take it out straight. We'll do the other side. Left knee into your chest, interlacing your fingers on that left shin, pull the left knee over towards your left armpit. So it bypasses your chest as you pull it up for your wind remove pose. This gets into, you may feel a bit of a stretch, a bit of tension at the top of your hips, your psoas, your hip flexor. So we're going to squeeze into that area to release that tension. So that area gets tight from sitting down all day, also when our body goes into fight, flight mode. Let's release the knee and bring it across your body. Left palm out to the side, beautiful spine twist. Shoulders are on the ground. You may want to look towards the left side. You might feel your vertebrae release and crack. Let's bring the left knee up, guys. Bringing your right knee in to meet your left. Squeeze both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And then take your legs out straight for your Savasana. So legs out straight. Finding yourself in a comfortable position. Palms down to the sides. Relax. Well done. And stay here for the next couple of minutes and just focus on your breath. So just stay in your Savasana, lie on your back, or in your seated meditation seat. And as you lie here flat on the back, I'm going to take you through a full body relaxation. So lying flat on the mat, legs are straight, palms are out to the sides. You're going to inhale, breathe in through your nostrils, sending your breath to your belly as your belly rises. And then exhale as your belly falls and your breath leaves your nostrils. Notice where you hold tension in your body. I want you to relax it. Relax your shoulders, pull them down your mat. Relax your feet, allow your toes just to flop out to the sides. Relax your calves, relax your thighs. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just allow your hips to sink into the floor. Relax your hands, your forearms, your upper arms. Taking a deep breath in. And allow your shoulders to sink into the mat. So just lying here in stillness without the need to move or fidget. Enjoying this full body relaxation. Take this moment to reconnect to the intention you set at the beginning of class. What is it that you need right now in your life? What is your goal? And I want you to pay some attention when you finish your practice today. You're going to slowly bring your attention back to your body on the mat. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then roll over to your right side. And then slowly make your way back into seated posture. Still breathing, still with your eyes closed. Just taking this moment to just connect to how you're feeling right now compared to how you felt when you first started class. Taking this moment to say thank you for this time you spent giving yourself some self-care. Namaste, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Love and gratitude. Thank you for joining me this afternoon.